So this one, we have to evaluate the end behavior. So this part here, I'm going to draw this in. This is a horizontal asymptote. And the graph gets closer and closer to it as we go to infinity. So it's a horizontal line, so we're going to use y equals a constant, and it's going to be -1. So this is a problem where we can't really say rise right, rise left, or fall right, fall left. So we're just going to go ahead and use our regular limit notation. So the limit as x approaches infinity of f of x will be -1. And also the limit as x approaches negative infinity of f of x will also be -1. Okay, so for this one, again, we have a horizontal asymptote. So really for these ones, you just have to figure out what your horizontal asymptote is. So it's y equals 0. And that is basically your end behavior. So the limit as x approaches infinity of f of x is 0. The limit as x approaches negative infinity of f of x is also 0. So again, here we have a horizontal asymptote. So this is, and actually, we also have a vertical asymptote, which I think it's important just to note. Well, that just took me like really long to do. Okay, so this is the vertical asymptote. Again, I'm not saying this is here because of any other reason than that you have seen them a little bit, and it's good to see it more than before we get to it. And the equation for the vertical asymptote will be x equals -4. And then your horizontal asymptote is going to be y equals -4. So then the limit as x approaches infinity of f of x, again, is -4. And then the limit as x approaches negative infinity of f of x is also -4. I feel like I put way too many of these on here because this is taking me a really long time to do this. But, all right, here we go. So we have a horizontal asymptote here. There is also a vertical asymptote. I'm going to draw it in because I've done it for most of them already. I think it's, again, helpful to see it. So this is x equals 1, and then this is y equals 2. And again, vertical asymptote doesn't matter, but it's important that you can at least know like there is technically that invisible line there. So the limit as x approaches infinity and the limit as x approaches negative infinity of f of x is 2. So this one has a lot of, it almost looks like there's multiple functions, but this is going to be very interesting. So we're definitely going to draw in our horizontal asymptote here. We have a horizontal asymptote here. And then what we also have are 2 vertical asymptotes. We have one here, we also have one here. Now the parts that don't matter, now the parts that we care about is this part and this part here. So again, this is one of those problems. You figure out what the horizontal asymptote is. This is y equals -2, and you just take that as your end behavior. The limit as x approaches infinity of f of x is -2. The limit as x approaches negative infinity of f of x is also -2. Okay, this one, this is technically a vertical asymptote here. And then we have a horizontal asymptote here, which is y equals 0. So our limit as x approaches infinity of f of x is 0. And our limit as x approaches negative infinity of f of x is 0. Okay, so for this last one, we have a horizontal asymptote at y equals -5, but only this part of the graph is actually as it approaches infinity, gets closer to it. This part still would be considered a rise left. So for rise left, we have the limit as x goes to the left, so that's negative infinity of f of x is positive infinity. That part's the rise. The limit as x approaches infinity of f of x is going to be -5. So after this lesson, you can evaluate the end behavior of different functions from graphs.